Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Forex with Temilor. It's always nice to have you guys on this channel, and to my old subscribers, thank you. And to the new subscribers, thank you for joining this channel. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please click the subscribe button. And I really appreciate the comments I do get from you people. I get a lot of DMs and you thanking me for the videos I put out and how it has helped you in your trading journey. And I'm really grateful that you all find my videos helpful. And this video today is going to be all about the trades I took from the 2nd of May till the 6th of May. That was yesterday. I'll be breaking down the trades I took. I'll be showing you the profits I made and the trades that were losing trade as well. As you all know, I am always transparent with my trades. I tell you where I have losses and where I have profits as well. So now in this, we'll be starting with GBP Jpy, and on Monday, GBP Jpy, I noticed that GBP Jpy has tapped into this H2 supply right here. We had mitigated this zone. We also add this M30 points of interest, this supply right here. Price also mitigated it with this candle right here, and that went on and on till Monday. This was the start of my analysis on Monday morning during the London session. So on Monday morning, I did a breakdown. On Sunday, I did a breakdown with my academy members. We did a breakdown on this GBP, JPY, and some other pairs as well. And on this GBP, JPY, from this M5 time frame, M5 POI, price had already mitigated this, and I was telling them that we will be able to get another entry to take price down into this H4 imbalance right here. Okay, so let's cut. I'll cut right there, and let's move down to this 5 minutes POI. So on the 5 minutes time frame, this was the 5 minutes time frame. I can see a break of structure right here. Price has broken this low that tapped into this M30 supply zone, and price came in, mitigated this zone. This should have been our first entry, but I think this happened in the Asian session on Sunday when markets opened, and I will not trade during the Asian session. I always wait for Monday morning before I take my trade. So this was the first confirmation entry that we should have gotten into for this sell trade on GBP JPY. But on Monday morning, I was able to then look at the structure that pulled into this point of interest right here. I was able to look at this structure, and I discovered that we had a break of structure right here. And when price was then coming back into this zone, this was a 3 minute point of interest that I had right here. You can see we had imbalance right here. There was imbalance right here, and this was the best position to get in for a sell, for another sell entry, since I had missed this first sell entry. And as you can see, when market was pushing up into this zone, we had some sort of trend line liquidity right here. I have a video on liquidity. You can watch the video to explain better what liquidity means. So I saw we had this liquidity, and it was a good reason for me to take a sell, because price will definitely clear liquidity. Okay, so let me speed that up. And I got tapped into this trade right here with little drawdown, and the trade started moving from right there. And let me just move to like the 45 minutes time frame now. So on the 45 minutes time frame, this entry was from Monday, and I think on Tuesday thereabout, I had to take some of my position out right here. I took some profit when we broke this structure. I took some profit off right here, because then we could have retracement back up to mitigate some zones that are left unmitigated. And as you can see, price actually came back up. And when price was moving back here, I was like, on this time frame, there was no clear point of interest. There was no clear supply zone to use as a POI to get into another sell trade, right? So I started going from different time frame to time frame till I was able to then find on the 6 hours time frame that we had. And on the 6 hours time frame right there, you can see, let me clear some things out. Yes. So from the 6 hour time frame, you can see this imbalance that was left here when markets pushed all the way down. Okay, so this imbalance right here, let me take this off so you can see clearly. So we had imbalance here when price broke this low. So price came back and mitigated this supply zone right here. So I got into another sell position right here. So, and also I also used my Fibonacci retracement tool right here from this high down to this low right here. And this zone right here was a premium zone. Any zone between the 78% on the fib or the 61% on the fib, they are premium zones to look for sell trades. So this zone from the 6 hour time frame, where we had the imbalance on the 6 hour time frame, it aligns with this premium zone on the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I did a market execution for a sell and got into another sell position from right there. Okay, so that was how I was able to catch another sell trade from right here. And my stop loss was at this high and still targeting the previous H4 imbalance to take profit, and I was in this trade. And the market kept on selling and till Wednesday when we had the FOMC. And when the FOMC came, I had to, okay, at this point now, we had another break of structure right here. We had a break of the previous low that pushed up to this level. So we had a break of structure here. And at this instance, I was already moving my stop loss into profit. Now that we broke this structure here, I was expecting price to come back, mitigate this zone right here, mitigate this zone and continue selling down. But as you can see, price pushed up during the news and I was taken out in profit at this level right here. I was taken out in profit at this level, and that was how I was out of the GBP JPY sell trade for on Wednesday. So I have been in the trade from right here on Monday, from right here, and looking to take profit right here, but I was finally stopped out right there. So let's just put this aside now. So, and going back to the 6 hours time frame now, after the Wednesday FOMC news that price pushed all the way up, taking a look at this 6 hour time frame, we can see that price came back to mitigate this zone again, right here. Price came back to mitigate this zone again, and but I wasn't in the trade anymore. So let's just move back to the 30 minutes time frame now. So on Thursday, yeah, so on Thursday right here, I realized that we had this demand zone that caused, let me clear some of the things on this chart to make the chart more clean. So on Thursday morning, I realized that price has taken out all these sort of, all this zone, breaking the structure above this level, and price now taps into this demand zone. So also moving down to the 10 minutes time frame now. On the 10 minutes time frame, When price pushed all the way up and was coming back down to mitigate this demand zone right here, we left behind this 10 minutes point of interest, this 10 minutes supply zone, and we had imbalance right here. We had imbalance at this level right here. So once I saw this POI, I was looking to take a buy trade from this demand zone into this M10 POI. So, but this zone was a big zone to get into a buy trade. I was waiting for extra confirmations. So now, taking a look at this, let me cut the chart back. So when we were pushing into this demand zone, I started marking my eyes, and you can see this was the last lower high that pushed into this demand zone. Okay, so now this demand zone has been mitigated right there. So for me to take a buy trade, I want this to be taken out. I want this high to be taken out to give me that confirmation to take my buy trade, and we add that break of structure. So this was the first entry. This was the first entry for me to go long, but I think I was not on the chart yet at this particular time. So I think when I got on the chart, price had already mitigated this zone. So the take profit was supposed to be at the M10 right here. But when I got late to the chart and price already tapped that zone. So I then waited for this second break of structure. So this was the second break of structure, and now I was looking to take a buy trade from this zone. So this was the M10 zone to then take my buy trade from. So still targeting this M10. So, but unfortunately, price didn't tap me in. Price went all the way up and I was not in the trade. I sent this trade out to my Telegram channel right there when I missed out on this trade. And at this level, at this M10 level, I was actually looking to then continue my sell trade from this level, because that was why I wanted to take profit at this level. I was looking to get into a sell, to continue this sell, to fill up this H4 time frame imbalance that we have from here. Because from Monday, we were anticipating that this was our final take profit, right? So I wanted to use this M10 time frame to get into a sell and then take price down here. But unfortunately, I missed out on this buy, and I also missed out on this sell because I did not have my sell limit set. I was still actually looking at this buy trade. I didn't have my sell limit set, so I missed out on this sell trade, which would have been about 170 pips profit and about 1 to 10 RR. So I missed out on the trade, but it was nice to see that my setup from Monday morning at the start of the trading week till I think this finally was on Thursday or on Friday, played out finally with over 230 pips from the Monday entry. So this is how to analyze from your higher time frames to look from higher time frames down to the lower time frame to look for your entries and take your trades. And this entry was from a 3 minutes time frame. We had about 11 or 12 pips stop loss right here to take this over 200 pips. Okay, so that was my trade on GBP JPY. I got stopped at around this point. So that was it on GBP JPY, and let's move on to the next pair. So now to Euro USD. So on Euro USD, let me cut as well. So on Euro USD, my first trade on this pair this last trading week was right here. Okay, so I noticed we had this break of structure right here. We had this break of structure. Market cleared out this liquidity right here and broke structure. So this M25 POI, this M25 demand zone, I was looking at it to take longs into this M5 POI. So I took an aggressive entry from right here. And as you can see, this was some sort of equal lows right here. We had this sort of equal lows right here. Market cleared it out, and we tapped into this M25 point of interest or demand zone. We tapped into it. So I took an aggressive entry. I also had someone from Twitter that asked me what was my bias on EURUSD. On I think this was on Thursday, if I'm correct. And I told the person that I was actually looking to take a buy trade, though I was already in an aggressive entry buy, but I will be waiting on the 5 minutes time frame to look for a confirmation entry for this buy trade. And as you can see, when we push down into this M25 demand zone, this was the last lower high that pushed down into this zone. So for us to get the confirmation to go long, we need this point of interest to be, we need this lower high to be taken out. So, and as you can see, market pushed up, broke this lower high. Then I told the guy that once we have a break of structure from this lower high, that you should wait for a retracement back down. Then we have the confirmation to buy, and that played out exactly. So this point of interest was on the 10 minutes time frame, I think. Yeah, it was on the 10 minutes time frame. I think I had my entry right here, which was not tapped, but when I saw price was moving, I did a market execution and I was able to cash this buy trade right here. And this is why you need to go from time frame to time frame. On this time frame now, you can see that the imbalance was not properly filled up to the brim, but if you should go to another time frame, definitely this zone must have been filled up on another time frame. So, but I was able to market execute and get into this buy trade with my stop loss right there and aiming at this M5 points of interest. Okay, so let's go to the M5. We had imbalance at this M5. So, and my take profit was it. I sent the screenshot of my MT4 and this trading view or screenshot to my Telegram channel, so you can join if you are yet to there, and you can see when I take all these trades, you can learn from it. But I do not give out signals. I don't give out signals. You can learn from my winning and my losing trades. So that was the trade on EURUSD. I got out of this trade right here. I also took a sell trade from this M5 POI because my overall bias on EURUSD was a sell actually. I wanted this low to be taken out, this set of low to be taken out, and also this liquidity trend line that we have right here when market was pushing up into this M5 points of interest. Okay, so on this time frame, on this M5, I also took an aggressive sell entry from right here because of course my stop loss was around 9 pips. I took a sell entry, hoping for all this liquidity to be cleared out from the market and for market to also clear these lows right here. But I got into the trade, and at this point right here, market started reversing, but I was able to close out my trade, some of my trade right there. I think I got out totally from the trade when I saw market was reversing, and we had news also, I think on Thursday. So I got out of the trade in profit before this went up. So I think that was the only trade I took on EURUSD. And okay, I took another sell trade from right here. I took another sell trade. I think this was on Friday now. I took another sell trade right here. From this H3 point of interest, we add a confirmation entry, or did I take an aggressive entry? I'm trying to remember now. And 22 pips stop loss, I'm not sure. I took a sell entry from right here. Let me go down to like the 5 minutes time frame now. I can't really recollect now, but I took a sell trade from right here. I took a sell trade and I took profit at this level right here. Took profit at this imbalance right here, and market actually went below that, but I was okay with my profits. There are screenshots of this trade, like I said, in the Telegram channel. So that was the trade I took on Euro USD. And on Friday, when market was closing, I was looking to take another sell trade right here. As you can see, let me clear this off now. We had a break of this low right here. This was a break of structure. And as you can see, when price broke this structure from this level, this was the last zone that was left unmitigated. So I was looking to catch a sell from right here on Friday, which I actually did. So when price came into this zone, I needed to see a confirmation before I got into the sell trade. So this M45 point of interest supply zone was tapped. So I went down to like the 5 minutes time frame. So on getting to the 5 minutes time frame, all I need to do is wait for a confirmation entry. So, and as you can see, this was the last low. And this was the last high that pushed into this. So for me to get the confirmation to sell, I need this low to be taken out. And this low was actually taken out. Yeah, can you see? We have a break of structure right there. We have a break of structure right here, giving me the confirmation to go low. And moving down to the 1 minute time frame now. On the 1 minute time frame, this was then my sell entry. This was the sell entry for me to short Euro USD. So this was my sell entry and stop loss right there. And for take profits on Friday morning, when price pushed up, you can see that we created this liquidity, trend line liquidity right here. We created this liquidity. And for take profits, I was looking at this zone right here. For take profits, we can see that we created this huge imbalance right here when market was pushing up. So, and my entry was tapped and price started moving. But on that same day, on Friday, we had NFP news, and price returned back into entry, but my stop loss was not it. And I also had additional entries, extra entries, because when we broke this structure here, I was looking to take another entry from this point of interest right here. And my stop loss now at this new high. Let me take this off. So I took another entry right there, my stop loss right there, and looking to take looking to take my profits at this low right here. So this was the new stop loss and this was the entry, but price went into, and I was almost stopped out, but it didn't hit my stop loss. And because it was Friday, I then decided to close out of this trade because I do not like to hold my trades over the weekend, though it's not a bad thing to hold your trades, but because of the Asian session that we always start with on Sunday when the market opened, and because of gaps that the market can possibly create in the market, that's why I do not like to hold my trades over the weekend. But as you can see, the trades were Euro USD started selling until the market closed on Friday. So this was the trades I took on Euro USD, and you can see where price is at the moment. The take profit will soon be it, probably when the market opens on Sunday to Monday. The take profit will be it. Okay, so that was it on Euro USD. Now moving on to the next pair, GBP USD. So on GBP USD, the first trade I took on GBP USD on Monday was this sell trade right here. I had noticed that price tapped into this 2-hour point of interest right here. Price tapped into this OTE from the H2. I wasn't actually looking to take a sell trade. I was actually looking to take a buy trade from this H2 point of interest, but then I saw a confirmation for a sell right there, and I got into the sell because why not? Why can't I take a sell since I was looking to buy? Of course, price we have to sell down into my buy PY. So now let's do the breakdown of the sell trade. So on this particular day, price tapped into this H2 point of interest and moving down to like the 15 minutes time frame now. On the 15 minutes time frame, we can see that after price tapped into this H2, we had a break of the M5 time frame. I won't go into that M5 now, but we have the last higher low right there. We broke it, price came back, tapped into this mini supply zone that we have. But on Monday morning, we had this break of structure, price broke structure and returned back into this M15 point of interest, and this was where I took a sell trade from with 11 pips stop loss. So using this SMC or institutional trading method, all I always look for is break of structure, a retracement back to my supply zone or my demand zone, and I'm getting into the trade once I get my confirmation. So, and I took profit at this H2 imbalance. It was a beautiful sell. I sent this out also to the Telegram channel for them to learn from the trade as well. So you will find all the screenshots in my Telegram channel. So this was the sell trade. It was a lovely trade right there. And also for this buy trade, I shared this with my academy members on Sunday when we did the weekly webinars, that if price should come into this H2 demand zone, we should look for confirmation entries and take a buy trade. And of course, when price came into this zone, if we move down to like the 3 minutes time frame, when price came into this H2 point of interest, if we mark out our structure, you can see price formed this low, gave this high, then pushed finally, then we started having a break of structure. So having this break of this lower high, then we had a retracement back down, and this was where I was able to catch another buy trade on this same GBP USD. Okay, so with stop loss right there, and my take profits for this zone right here. I think I got out of the trade around this zone because markets had now started returning back. I think right here I got out of my trade at around 70 pips or thereabouts. Yeah, so got out of this trade right there. So all you need to do is always start from your higher time frame, mark out your points of interest, your demand zones and your supply zone. So that was the second trade. And finally, I think on Thursday, on Wednesday, when we had FOMC, on the 15 minutes time frame, or was it on the, yeah, on the 5 minutes time frame, on the 5 minutes time frame, we add this point of interest, and as you can see, price broke this structure. I think on Tuesday we had this break of structure, and now my buyers switched from being bullish to being bearish now because we had this break of structure, and my point of interest was now this M5 supply right here. We had this M5 supply, so my point of interest was right there, and I took an aggressive entry because of course my stop loss was just 10 pips. So I got into the sell, and I was anticipating for price to push all the way down into this imbalance that we have right here. So I was anticipating this. I actually took some partials out from this zone right here, and market started reversing, though I was still in some positions, but I took some partials off and market started reversing. So I then said, okay, we have a break of structure right here. This was a break of structure, and so price was possibly pushing back into this M15 point of interest right here, to this M15 point of interest. So I then took another sell entry from right here, and as you can see, let me cut this. So moving, yeah, so I got tapped in. If we go to the 5 minutes time frame now, I got tapped in and the market was moving. I was in profit, but suddenly the market reversed and I had a losing trade right here. I didn't move my stop loss into break even, which I should have done because there was a break of structure right here. So at this break of structure, I should have moved my stop loss from right here into break even. So when news came and this pushed, I should have still been in the trade, but I was stopped out of the trade, but no issues. And that was it on GBP JPY for the week. I think that was all the trades I took on GBP JPY. So moving now to the next pair. So that was the trade I took, and I think I wanted to take a sell trade on Friday right here, but price didn't push back into this. Yeah, I wanted to take a sell trade, but price didn't push back into this level right here. Price only mitigated the 50% of this imbalance. We had imbalance right here. Price tapped into the 50%, which is also called OTE, and price sold all the way off. So as you can see, my analysis for a sell was actually correct, but I was stopped out of the sell trade. So moving on to the next pair, USDCAD. On USDCAD on Sunday during the webinar with my academy members, price was still at this still at this level right here on Sunday, and we were looking to take a sell trade on Monday if we have a confirmation entry from here. But unfortunately on Monday, price went above this zone, though we didn't have a loss because we didn't get that confirmation we needed. So price pushed above right here. Price pushed all the way up, and yeah, price pushed all the way up, and I started marking out my zone. So now that price has broken this last high, price broke this last high right here, and when price pushed all the way up, we left behind this H4 imbalance. There was imbalance right here on this H4 time frame. So I was looking to catch a sell for price to come fill up this imbalance right here. So as you can see, we have a break of structure right here. Price broke this structure and even took out this low as well. We had this minor break of structure. Then we had this break of structure as well. So I was looking to take a sell trade from right here, but we are looking to take a sell trade from right here, but price didn't exactly tap into the zone. You can see that in a minute. Price mitigated the 50% of this imbalance right here. Price mitigated this 50% right here and started selling. So I was unable to get into the sell trade. So then I waited for price to give another break of structure, which it did right here. And I had this POI marked out for a new sell entry. But again, price didn't come into this point of interest. Price went all the way down. But on Thursday, I had noticed this. So on Thursday, since I was anticipating a sell from this zone, I was then looking for a buy entry if I had the opportunity to looking for a buy entry into this zone before I then take a sell entry down right here. So price tapped into this M30. Let's go down to 30 minutes now. Price tapped into this M30 demand, and I started looking for a possible buy, though that was a short buy trade. So I went down to like the 5 minutes time frame. And on the 5 minutes time frame, as you can see, we started breaking structure. We had this break of structure right here. And we also, I think we also got another break of structure right there. Yeah, as you can see, we also broke this eye. We broke this eye right here. We had a break of structure, and I got into a buy trade around this point with my stop loss right here, targeting this this eye right here. Okay, so this was the trade. I took the buy trade, but then because of the news on Wednesday, I got out of this buy. I think when we broke this eye, I think I got out of my position right here. I sent a screenshot to my Telegram channel as well. You will see the MT4 screenshots of the buy trade at this point. So I got out of that buy, and luckily for me, the trade reversed. As you can see, let me clear the chart a little bit. So as you can see, the trade reversed after I took my profits from this zone right here. And the news came on Thursday, and our take profit was it for the sell. So it was really a painful sell, because we should have gotten into a sell from right here on Tuesday, I think, and take our profit here. So it's nice to see that my setup also played out to take profit. So it was really a missed entry. So, but I was grateful. I took a buy trade here, and I was able to make profits at this zone right here. Okay, so that was the trade on USDCAD. Moving to the next pair now. The next pair is on NASDAQ, and on NASDAQ, I took a loss. As you can see right here, I took a loss on NASDAQ. I think this was on Monday. So I had this 30 minutes demand zone marked out, and I was telling, and as I analyzed with my academy members on Sunday, that if we can get a confirmation entry from this point of interest, we can go long in the market, because the market had incentive to push up into this imbalance right here. So on Monday, we actually got the break of structure. This was the last lower high that pushed into this M30 point of interest, this M30 demand zone. So we broke this high, and when we had the break of structure, I could cite this imbalance right here. So I took my entry off this imbalance right here. And as you can see, price tapped into it. We were in profit for some time. Price came back another time. And if we had gotten a break of this high right here, I would have moved my stop loss into break even. But unfortunately, we didn't break this high, and my stop loss was hit on this trade. So this was a losing trade, but as predicted, market actually went and hit TP after stopping me out right here. The trade went into profit, as you can see right there. So this was another trade that was so painful to me, but we lose some and we win some. So on Thursday, I think we were also in the academy. Someone had cited a possible sell, yeah, right here, this sell right here. So because we had this massive push to the upside, this was a demand zone. So we were looking to take a sell back from this zone back into this place. And let me play. Yeah. So moving down to the lower time frame now. On the 5 minutes time frame, as you can see, we broke below this last low right here. We broke below this low. We broke below this low. We also broke below this low right here. And as you can see, we left this imbalance and supply zone right here. So we, myself and my academy members, we were looking to take a sell trade from right here to take price down into this imbalance the market left during the FOMC news, I think. But unfortunately, we couldn't get a tap and market went all the way down. Market pushed down, and that was how we missed out on this beautiful sell. But it's better to miss out on a trade than to lose a trade. So that was it on NASDAQ. So it was really, really, really a beautiful week because we had news. So we had push to the upside, push to the downside on various pairs, EURUSD, GBPUSD, and the rest. So this was all the trades I took this week. I had some winning trades and I had some losing trades. So that will be it for this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and you can send me a DM on Telegram at Temilo. My username will be in the description box. And if you're interested in joining my academy, it's just $100 to join my academy. When you have access to my trading course from beginners level to advanced level, and you get to have a one-on-one Zoom session with me at any time. When you have questions, you also get to send to me your daily outlook. I will help you check and give you the needed guidance in trading as well. And every Sunday we have webinars. I have webinars with my academy members where we do breakdown of pairs and projection for the week. So if you are interested in this, you can send me a message on Telegram and I will direct you how you can join the academy. That will be all for now, and see you some other time. Bye.